Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get back to Iraq. There's a couple major developments happening, especially when it comes to oil production. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold, silver, or any other precious metals, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description, or just type in www.moneymetals.com/Pimpy. If you make a purchase when you follow that link, you will automatically be entered for a chance to win 10 free silver ounces. So get started today, and hopefully your stack will start to look like this real soon. So head on over, tell them Pimpy sent you. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here I do post updates if I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join, look me up, and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey, catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. So if you do want to head on over to Money Metals, just click it. And there you are. So come on over. Join us. I look forward to having you. All right, let's see what's the latest and the greatest. So oil rises after Saudi pledge a million barrel cut at the OPEC Plus meet. Says oil advanced at the week's open after Saudi Arabia said it will make an extra 1 million barrel a day supply cut in July. Now think about this, that's in July. We're only starting in June. Taking its production to the lowest levels for years following a slide in prices. WTI jumped at 5% early in the session before paring gains to trade below $73 a barrel, while global benchmark Brent changed hands at about $77 a barrel. So Saudi's energy ministry said, we'll do whatever is necessary to bring stability to this market following a tense OPEC Plus meeting over the weekend. Now keep in mind that dimwit that's in the White House right now used up most all of our oil reserves, which are supposed to be there for an emergency. And what did he do with the oil? So did the freaking China. Forget Americans, so did the China. Now we're going to be paying for it at the pump. Saudi Arabia is slashing oil supply. It could mean higher gas prices for U.S. drivers. Of course it is. With this administration, he's not going to be happy till everybody's homeless, foodless, clothesless, and running around with leaves as clothes. Saudi Arabia will reduce how much oil it sends to the global economy, taking a unilateral step to prop up the sagging price of crude after 2 previous cuts to supply by major producing countries in the OPEC Plus alliance failed to push oil higher. So if this cut doesn't work, they're just going to keep cutting it over and over until it gets to what they want. The Saudi cut of 1 million barrels per day to start in July comes as the other OPEC producers agreed in a meeting in Vienna to extend early production cuts through next year. So already they're saying this 1 million barrels per day is going to go through next year. So of course this is good for Iraq as well. Remember, in their budget there's an expectation on oil prices per barrel. If it goes below that, that's really bad for Iraq. We don't want that to happen. Parliamentary Finance set a new date regarding the budget voting session. Man, these guys keep pushing the dates around and around and around. The Parliamentary Finance Committee confirmed on Monday that the resolution of the vote on the budget law by the House of Representatives will be this week. Well, they've been saying that, so we'll see what happens. Said there is a political consensus to pass the budget law during the current week, and a resolution of voting on it will be this week, and the session may take place during the next 2 days. The passage of the budget by the House of Representatives would be in accordance with the amendments worked on by the Parliamentary Finance Committee and not as sent by the Council of Ministers, and there is a political consensus on these amendments. So Iraq is witnessing a remarkable growth in the world of e-commerce for the first time. So obviously this is good. It's just another one of those things that helps strengthen the economy inside Iraq. And as you are aware, the stronger the economy, the stronger the dinar. Redskins praise the remarkable development in Iraq, pointing out that it is going through unprecedented growth in the world of e-commerce. And this trend is expected to continue to rise in the coming years. Well, yeah, obviously, as they're going to point out, as they get more access to the internet, they're going to be able to do that, which is a good thing. One of the main drivers of this growth is the increased availability of internet access in Iraq, which has created a potentially huge market for e-commerce companies as more people are able to shop online, the site said in a new report followed by the Insider. Plus, it allows them to do their own bartering, to do their own selling of their own goods. Some people got goods they want to sell over the internet. That's another way to create an income. So the report pointed out that Iraq has the highest mobile phone ownership rates in the Middle East, with more than 90% of its population owning mobile devices. And this has led to a significant increase in e-commerce, while many companies now offer applications and activities to meet the needs of this growing market. The report confirms that the impact of technology on e-commerce in Iraq is felt in logistics and delivery sectors, with the rise of online shopping and the emergence of logistics companies that use innovative technologies such as GPS tracking and real-time delivery updates to improve their services. The things we take for granted, they're just now experiencing, so of course to them it's probably really exciting. The report points out that there are some challenges that need to be addressed if e-commerce is to reach its full potential in Iraq, noting that one of the biggest obstacles is the lack of reliable and secure online payment systems, as many consumers are still reluctant to shop online due to the concerns about the fraud and security, and this has limited the growth of e-commerce in the country. Another challenge is the lack of well-developed e-commerce infrastructure, and more investment is still needed in areas such as digital marketing, consumer services, and supply chain management. The report stressed that the future of e-commerce in Iraq looks bright despite the challenges, and there is a huge potential for e-commerce companies to thrive in the country. Well, they need to be careful, pay attention to what we're going through over here, having these big corporations trying to tell us what we can and can't do, and trying to force their damn ESG on us. So don't get so reliant over there in Iraq on technology. You'll get addicted to the convenience, and that convenience can get you in trouble later on in life. So you can see right here, OPEC Plus agrees to continue production cuts. Russia extends voluntary cuts. Man, they're really squeezing the world right now, aren't they? The results of the OPEC Plus meeting revealed that the alliance agreed to a new oil production target of 40.46 million barrels per day from 2024 until the end of the same year. So all the way through this year and all the way through next year. The reduction, of course, is 1.4 million barrels per day against the current production target. Now we know that many members within OPEC have discussed getting away from the dollar. I'm curious if this move has anything to do with it. So when I saw this, I was a little concerned because this is not really good. Deputy reveals behind the scenes of the budget and is likely to pass it without the Democratic Party. The MPs for the Cannon bloc, in the same name of blah blah blah, confirmed on Sunday that most of the points of disagreement raised on the financial budget are beginning to resolve, except for what is related to the Kurdistan Democratic Party, and we may proceed to approve them without it. So the Kurdistan Democratic Party is the largest political party over there in Kurdistan. They might be ruffling some feathers they don't want to ruffle. The Finance Committee in the House of Representatives was able to discuss most of the issues related to the budget, auditing the schedules, and addressing the government on transfers and the allocation of the poor's governance, as well as issues of social justice. All this took time to complete work in it. He said the most points raised about the budget began to resolve except with regards to the Kurdistan region. He added that there are members of the Finance Committee outside the coalition of state administration, and they are not interested in the political agreement that took place between the blocs of the alliance before the budget, surprised by the inclusion of the budget and its submission to political agreements. The budget, when it responded to the Finance Committee in the House of Representatives from the government, objected to a set of points and wrote a letter to political parties in the region about it. But Kurdistan Democrats rejected any amendments and said that there was a political agreement on those points. The Finance Committee approved that there must be tabulations of the issues of the region shares, imports and oil to be exported through SOMO, and the money is deposited in the central bank, pointing out that the political blocs do not reach an agreement on the subject, and this still hinders the adoption of the budget. Seems to me they have some kind of political agreement, but then pulled out at the last second. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out.